Quarterback of the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Junior take a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets off. Oh,
Down.
watch who's gonna set up. He's gonna go for it. Fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, home to Steve Spurrier Florida Field at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, where tonight the Kentucky Wildcats take on the Florida Gators. Hello, everyone. My name is Tony Papel, and joining me in the broadcast booth is the fantastic Colton Powell. Colton, Kentucky is 7-0 all-time in this series, including last season's national championship. What does Florida need to do to get their first win here?
And to get their first win against Kentucky, have never won against them in their entire time ever playing against them. Florida, it does have a win on this season, so if they can utilize some of those factors and utilizing the run game, they might have a really good shot at trying to upset #1 Kentucky.
Well, Kentucky is a team of two very distinct halves. They have the 5th best offense in the CFSL, but the worst defense in terms of yards given up. So we will see if Florida can take advantage of that fact. But first, we will see TJ Cunnington come out, leading the Wildcats, has tons of time, throws it deep down the far sideline, double coverage in the hands and out. It's incomplete.
What a play. Had all the time in the world to throw it. Throws a deep shot down the left sideline and just kind of bobbled up and could have been picked off.
Yeah, that definitely could have been intercepted. Instead, it's 2nd and 10. Throws the check down pass. It is caught, but Shad Sanders can only get 4.
Yeah, Shad Sanders getting the first catch of the night for himself. And now a crucial 3rd and 6, kind of a wasted play on first down. Let's see if they convert in 5 wide.
Yeah, we will see empty formation. Cunnington looking to throw. Man in his face. He slung down. The ball's on the ground. It is a fumble and recovered by Florida. Nora Hill gets the fumble recovery, and she's going to be down inside the 25.
Nora Hill with the fumble recovery gets her first one, I believe, on the season. And that is not a way Kentucky wants to start. Yeah, the ball was looked cleanly out. I don't think they will review it. And a great play from this Florida defense.
Michael Moore forces the fumble on the strip sack. Nora Hill recovers it, and Florida is in business in great field position right at the 21. Jack Schmidt is going to hand it off to Aaron King for the first down, rush of 4.
Yeah, they utilized the run game. They had a great rushing attack last week, as Aaron King is averaging 97 per game, which is 9th best in the league.
Clear weather tonight, 4-mile-per-hour light wind, 80 degrees, great football night, and it's a great handoff and run from King. It's going to be 3rd and inches.
Another run from Aaron King, 3rd and inches, averaging about 5 per carry, and that is really close to being a first down.
Yes, it is. We will see if they can convert. 3rd and inches. The handoff is going to be stopped. Excellent defensive play by King Demora. Comes up against the tackle for loss, and they're going to force a field goal.
Yeah, King Demora having a monster season for himself through the first few weeks here in season 20, and they're going to go for this is an aggressive call.
Very aggressive. What do we know? 4th and 1. They're going to hand it off up the middle. He's dragged, but it is a first down. Aaron King fights for it. It was almost a tackle for loss.
Yeah, almost a tackle for loss, but they give him the first down, and they can somehow manage to get another set of downs if they so choose.
1st and 10. Read option up the middle. Not a smart decision. Schmidt loses 2.
And Schmidt having himself a phenomenal rushing attack as well, averaging 67.5 yards per game, which is 4th best among all QBs here in the league.
I'll tell you what, that is extremely efficient 1-2 combo in the run game. 2nd and 12 for the Florida Gators. Schmidt in the shotgun. Wide receiver in motion from left to the right. They will hand it off once again to King. A big hit on the edge by Teddy Legend.
Yeah, Teddy Legend coming up with a huge tackle in the backfield. Aaron King didn't know what hit him.
No, he certainly did not. 3rd and long here. As you mentioned before, Colton, they could theoretically get a first down inside the 1. Shotgun formation here. They will throw. Schmidt scanning. Throws to the far side, or near side of the field, excuse me. He will be stopped. Lewis gets 7. I doubt they're going to go for it on 4th and 5.
Yeah, I think they'll just take their points here. It was a risky call the first time around, but when they stopped you back-to-back times on 3rd down, I think you just take your 3 points and go up with a 3-0 lead.
Johnny Long kicks it through the uprights. The freshman is perfect on the season. Fantastic defensive stand by the Kentucky defense. That is 7 plays from about the 20-yard line, and they were able to get the stops. Hurdling! Oh my goodness, is Lamandon Lloyd. The Olympics are this summer, Colton. He's trying out for the team.
I definitely trying out for a team, and he's lucky to still be holding on to that football. Actually got hit in his legs and did a full front flip, but they still held on to it, and now Kentucky can try and get this offense rolling. Didn't have a great first drive.
No, they certainly did not. Was a 3-and-out strip sack on the 3rd and long. This time, fresh set of downs for Cunnington. He drops back to pass, throws it over the middle. It's complete to Cole Marks for 6.
At Cole Marks and Cunnington having phenomenal seasons. Cunnington has 10 passing TDs, which as of right now is tied for 8th best in the league. And Cole Marks averaging 113.5 rushing yards per game.
2nd and 4. Cunnington just forced to throw this one away.
And forced to throw it away. It was a smart call, I will say, but now it's 3rd and 4. You need to try and convert here and find some type of success for this offense.
You absolutely do. As the ice cream truck is right outside my window. 3rd and 4. Pass. It is short of the line to gain, but he stretches it. Lamandon Lloyd gets the first down.
And Lamandon Lloyd, what a catch, getting the first down. And You say ice cream, or however that saying goes. The ice cream truck kind of trying to get you outside for some nice fresh ice cream for the summer.
I know it's chilly. It's only like 50 degrees, so not great weather for it, but still could be refreshing. Out of the backfield, it is caught by Cole Marks. Slips one tackle, cannot slip anymore. He gets 4.
A nice 4-yard gain, his second of the night, 10 yards through both of those 2 catches, and kind of taking a lot of these dump off and short routes. We'll see how that goes as the game goes along.
Huntington in the shotgun, fakes the handoff, gonna throw deep down the far sideline. It is caught near sideline. Ricky Rack, the generational talent, gets 28.
Ricky Rack, an absolute phenomenal wide receiver here for the Kentucky Wildcats, and his freshman QB throws to his freshman top wide receiver, the GT. Huge play, first down.
6'5", 240. That is a big boy running routes, makes a great reception there. 1st and 10. 5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Fake the handoff again, and there's another throwaway. They're living to see second down.
And living to see second down, but also being smart with the football, which is what you want to see.
2nd and 10 for the Kentucky Wildcats. 2-0 on the season, ranked number 1. Cunnington will throw again. Goes to the end zone, wide open. It is a touchdown, Lamandon Lloyd.
Lamandon Lloyd in the middle of the end zone, kind of a little bit of a broken coverage over the middle, and Kentucky absolutely took advantage of that, and will take their first lead of the game, 7-3, as the PAT is up, and it is good.
Well, that is a much more composed drive that we are used to from the Wildcats. The fumble on the first series, great defensive stand to only give up the field goal, and then they marched down the field with a great touchdown. Florida in a position, trailing. They didn't have to go all the way down the field last time, Colton. They got the ball at about the 25, so this is their first true full series.
A true first full series. We'll see if the strategy changes, or will they keep the ball on the ground and try and utilize that rushing attack.
1st and 10 for the Florida Gators. Handoff to King. He is met quickly, but still gets 3.
And still gets 3, and that's positive yards. You love to see that. And so far, it looks like we're going to see a lot of running from the Gators here tonight.
I agree. Bronx Banks, the free safety, was in the backfield on that play. He flew up very quickly. Great, fantastic read there by the safety to make the play. Titan Thompson, or the defensive end, made the correct read, and he went nowhere.
Yeah, made the correct read indeed. What a play in the backfield for Titan Thompson, the 6'5" sophomore out of Portland, Oregon.
3rd and 11 for Jack Schmidt. He will throw. Throws it short of the line to gain. Aaron King out of the backfield. It gets 4, but that is nowhere near enough. They will be forced to punt.
Yeah, be forced to punt. Kind of got that. The TFL kind of stopped that drive from really having any sort of success. But now Kentucky going to get it in great field position right around the 46, 47-yard line, and in prime position to try and put up more points.
Colton, Kentucky is a 17.5-point favorite. The over-under is set at 81.5. So we will see if those come to fruition. I know we've got some degenerate gamblers in chat. Middle of the field, just a bad throw.
Yeah, bad throw indeed. I don't know if the wind kind of having a small factor. I mean, it's only 4 miles per hour, so it shouldn't have too much an effect on the throws here tonight.
No, a safety might have bumped a receiver off their original route on that one. Middle of the field, that is complete to Lloyd for 6.
Yeah, Lamandon Lloyd, nice 6-yard gain, and another 3rd down here early in this first quarter for the Kentucky Wildcats.
Those slant routes are wide open behind the line. 3rd and 4. They're going to go short of again on the crossing route. It's Lloyd again, 4 receptions and a touchdown already.
Yeah, Lamandon Lloyd being the nice top target here for the Wildcats. And a Twitch update for you, as a 4-yard touchdown run for Colton Powell will put Texas up 10-0 with about 3:20 left to go in the first.
First and 10, throwaway here from Cunnington. He is 8 of 13, 85 yards, a touchdown. Colton, I don't know how you do it. You're up in the broadcast booth here with me in Gainesville. You're on the field scoring touchdowns. So just a tremendous athlete in the booth here. Long throw across the field. That is swatted away.
Yeah, swatted away, but a great play on defense from Arthur Wilson, kind of coming up and trying to make a play in the football.
That looked like it could have been a completion. Instead, he does a great job jumping that route, forcing it away. 3rd and 10, throwing it deep again, wide open down the football field. Malachi Cobb gets into the end zone.
Malachi Cobb, 40 yards and green grass in front of him here in Gainesville. And that was a beautiful throw from TJ Cunnington. And that'll be his 2nd of the game, 12th on the season.
Just blows right past the coverage. Quan Wilson, the safety, I think was trying to come up to cover the cornerback blitz, but then Cobb just ran right past him for the touchdown. 2 great drives for Kentucky after that fumble put them up 14-3, and their defense has done a great job standing tall as well, forcing that field goal from the 25 and then getting the 3 and out.
Yeah, great defense from Kentucky. Florida got to find some type of a wiggle room and not a great return from Harper. And just got to find a way to get the run game utilized, maybe utilize that to open up the play action and throw some deep shots.
Well, they've given up 1 first down and 18 total yards in 2 series. Has this Kentucky defense. You can see the play spread, 8 rushes, and only 2 passes. So they're going to run it here again. Schmidt on the read option. Lot of room, and it's a Tony 10. We hate that.
Oh, we definitely hate that. The first one of the night here for Florida, and a 2nd and inches. And that was a really nice run from the QB, Jack Schmidt.
Schmidt is in the shotgun, twins to the top and the bottom. Another run up the middle, wide open. Just the Red Sea parted for him. Colton King gets 14.
And got to give credit to the big man up front. The offensive lineman absolutely made a huge hole for Aaron King to run, and that delay kind of caught the defense off guard.
Well, Colton, in our last YouTube game, Tyrone Blake rushed for 270 yards. We will see if Florida can have such a dynamic rushing attack as King gets a couple more there.
Yeah, definitely interesting to see, and congrats to Blake getting the modern-day CFSL rushing record in 1 game.
Well, it is a little bit different than the total record, which is 520 rushing yards. So that is probably unlikely to ever be touched. But Brandon Webb, his first catch of the night, wide open on the crosser.
Yeah, these little short throws after really kind of keeping the ball on the ground is really utilizing and kind of keeping this defense on their toes, as they're not really expecting these little short throws kind of off the play action, but it's a really great throw over the middle to pick up the first.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Colton. The linebackers had bit up. There was wide open room between the safeties. Here's another handoff. Good job defensively to get the tackle for loss.
Yeah, Bronx Banks comes up and stops the halfback in the backfield, and that allows Teddy Legend and company to make the TFL on Aaron King.
Behind the chains is not where you want to be against this Kentucky defense. 2nd and 13 from the pistol. Schmidt calls an audible at the line. He's going to fake the handoff and find his halfback out of the backfield, or his fullback out of the backfield. Dragging defenders is Arthur Lynch.
Arthur Lynch making a huge play. I believe that is a walk-on, making a big boy and scholarship level type of play.
That is a walk-on, and we love those here on Walk On Thursday, as he just straight up drags Brock Banks for that first down pickup. And you didn't need all of it on 2nd and 13, but why not get it? Instead, 1st and 10 for Jack Schmidt and the Florida Gators at home. Making the handoff on the read option. Good keeper here. Tries to make a cut, and he gets 9.
It gets 9 for Jack Schmidt. Great run. As Rev asked, was that 400-something yard game, rushing yards in a game, was that back in the triple option days?
It was Nebraska's Courtney Harris, so I do not believe it was a triple option run or triple option style. Alex Patterson is going to get credit for the first down and 2.
And Alex Patterson, nice catch. And I do know that the person who owns that record, and that was a quarterback.
Well, so yeah, I mean, it's unlikely that it is triple option if that's the case. 1st and 10, throws it just through the back of the end zone.
Yeah, just makes a nice pass out of the back of the end zone, not forcing anything. It was just great coverage downfield from the Wildcats.
2nd and 10 from the 12-yard line. A first down is able to be gotten at the 1.5. It's a delayed handoff this time. King gets very close. The ball's on the ground. It is a fumble, and it's going to be Kentucky football.
Kentucky football ball just got popped out. What a hit. And number 88, Heinrich Kane, gets the football and almost gets tackled in the end zone.
Yeah, that would have been extremely dangerous. They will review this. I thought it was close. Let's get a closer look. As King has it, he's getting dragged down. That knee might be down.
Yeah, that looked like the right knee was down. We're going to get a closer look here. And yeah, the knee was definitely down. That should get overturned.
It is reversed. Dante Samuel, the freshman, came in to try and knock that football loose, but he was down. 3rd and 3 here for the Florida Gators. Under center, offset I. They will throw. Schmidt finds the halfback, and good defense. Legend, not fools, delivered the big hit, and that will force a field goal.
Yeah, what a hit from Legend. Absolutely read that short coverage in the flat super well on Aaron King, and it just wasn't fooled on it, and it's going to force another field goal for Florida and their second red zone attempt, excuse me.
Yes, it is. Johnny Long kicks this one through the uprights. 2 of 2 on the night, 4 of 4 on the season. Sneaks that one in the left upright. That was probably closer than comfortable.
Yeah, definitely closer than you want it to be. But it did go through, and it's a 14-6 ball game. And this, we might see 1 or 2 more plays here before the end of the first quarter.
Lamandon Lloyd with a good return to set up Kentucky. Very different styles of offense in this ball game. 15 passes and 1 rush for the Wildcats. For Florida, it is about the opposite. 15 runs, nearly 1 pass. Instead, 5 seconds left here in the first quarter. Handoff to Cole Marks. Country music sensation gets one, but that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. 14-6, Kentucky leads. You are watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports right here on YouTube. Welcome back to Gainesville, Florida. Tony Papel and Colton Powell in the broadcast booth this evening. TJ Cunnington in the shotgun. He will throw. Check down to his receiver, Shad Sanders. The senior gets 8.
And Shad Sanders gets a nice little catch on the hitch route over the middle. And it's a nice little throw for Cunnington to put it on the mark. And on YouTube, West Virginia stopped on 4th and goal at the inch line.
Well, it sounds like their quarterback just needed to be a little bit better to try and get that over the goal line. 3rd and 1 for TJ Cunnington. They handed off the Marks. Ecstatic, outstanding defense by Florida. JT Morey comes up, gets the tackle for loss, and the stop right there.
Yeah, JT Morey, what a stop. And it's going to force a punt here, and the first one, I believe, for Kentucky in this game.
It is the first punt forced by the Florida defense. They did have the strip sack fumble. Good return here. Oh, my goodness. Huge hit there by Biff Beardsley on special teams. Makes him go flying back.
Yeah, angry hit is what that was. Kind of a little bit of frustration, looks like, from the kick return, kick defense team, excuse me. And now Florida going to get a chance to try and get some points on the board.
The freshman Schmidt in the shotgun, hands it off. Oh my goodness, nearly a big play in the backfield. Instead, Legend comes up to get the hit after King gets 3.
Yeah, the nice play in the backfield, and not the play you kind of want to go. And on YouTube, a pick 6 for Matthew Nelson Jr. for West Virginia, as now it's a 10-7 ball game. 6:35 left to go in the second.
Well, 2nd and 7 here for Schmidt over the middle. That is incomplete. But over there on Twitch, Colton, it sounds like the defense is trying to bail out the bad quarterback play for West Virginia.
Yeah, maybe. It's hard to say, but it is going to be a good game there over on Twitch.
3rd and 7 here for Schmidt. I'll stop popping Frosty. I'm sorry. Throwing it out to his halfback. It is caught, takes a big hit. King gets 11.
Yeah, King gets 11, and Teddy Legend absolutely laying a boomstick on defense here tonight.
Legend is playing angry from the cornerback position. 1st and 10. Faking the handoff up the middle. That goes nowhere. Bear Brown comes up, fills the hole immediately.
Yeah, Bear Brown, his first TFL and tackle of the night. Shot out of a cannon up the middle, unblocked, and getting a nice tackle in the backfield.
Excellent play. That read option went nowhere. They've went to it maybe a few too many times here. 2nd and 13. Just a straight handoff to King. Trying to get to the edge. Good blocking there. Brown is going to get the tackle, but Owens, the walk-on, gets 3.
Yeah, Owens getting his 2nd rush of the night. And so far, Florida 1 for 5 on 3rd down. Not kind of the start you want to see.
No, certainly less than ideal. Tight end in motion from left to the right. Schmidt's going to pass. Blitz comes. It's picked up off the back foot. Way down the field. It was one-on-one, and Samuel gets the deflection.
And Samuel gets the deflection, but that was a beautiful throw on the run off the back foot and throwing that at least 30, 40 yards downfield.
Yeah, very athletic throw there from the freshman Schmidt, unable to come down with it due to the great defense. Another defensive stand by Kentucky gets them the football back with a chance to go up 2 possessions.
Yeah, a chance to go up 2 possessions. They've looked really good after that fumble on their first drive. They did have a punt previously, but they've looked good ever since.
1st and 10 for Cunnington. Just forced to throw it away on 1st down. The coverage from Florida on 1st down is really confusing this quarterback.
Definitely. I don't know if they're just playing disguise coverage, kind of bringing an extra blitzer here and there, and it looks like they're bringing pressure from the safety.
Well, they will bring pressure. Gets rid of it very late. That is deflected by Quan Wilson. Could have been a pick 6.
Yeah, it could have been a pick 6, but that pressure from the top safety on the top of your screen made a huge play to kind of force Cunnington to make a bad throw.
3rd and 10, empty set. Middle of the field complete. That's their big generational talent, Ricky Rack. He gets 5, but Florida's defense forces another punt.
Yeah, the 2nd straight punt force from this Florida defense, and great coverage from them through all the plays on that drive as they will go 3 and out.
A quick 3 and out forced by the Florida defense. As you point out, Colton gets Florida the football back, yet to get across the goal line. What do they need to do to put 7 on the board?
The running game has looked great, but it's just been great defensive play from Kentucky, from the defensive line, really all over. I don't know exactly what they need to do.
Well, they're going to hand it off here to King, and he cannot get to the edge. The defense is just too quick laterally.
And too quick, and a little bit of a speed advantage in favor of Kentucky's secondary. And there was all over that in the backfield. Might have to look for a little bit more play action or try and use that to get you down the field.
Lendon Lark was in the backfield, as was Bear Brown. 2nd and 12, read option. That's going to go nowhere. Legend in the backfield again.
Yeah, Legend, 3rd TFL of the night, having none of his read option play calling. And a Twitch update, as a 15-yard touchdown pass to Windsor Wellington, as Texas now goes up 17-7, 4:52 left to go in the 2nd.
3rd and 15 here. Audible called, sees something he likes. Schmidt likes the screen pass. He finds King. Blocking cannot develop. Great hurdle on the tackle. Brings him down short of the line to gain. King Demura flying all over the field, and Kentucky forces a punt.
Yeah, great play from King Demura, and a nice little fact. Kentucky's free safety Jared Klein and outside linebacker King Demura are the only teammates here in the CFSL right now who are both averaging 10 or more tackles a game.
Well, we've seen Teddy Legend already up to 6 tackles and 3 tackles for loss, so maybe add him to that tally after tonight. 1st and 10 handoff to Cole Marks. He's going to get to the edge in 8.
Yeah, nice rush, getting out to the edge on the bottom of your screen. Great blocking from the left side of that line.
2nd and 2 from the shotgun, twins to the top and bottom. Cunnington has some time, rolls to his right, throws down the field. Wide open is Malachi Cobb, once again his 2nd touchdown of the night.
Malachi Cobb's 2nd long touchdown of the night, and that's Cunnington's 3rd in the first half. Looking like the Baylor Bears quarterback last night, who had himself quite a game as well.
Yes, he did. Really good point right there, Colton. And a great throw by Cunnington on the deep post. Excellent run after the catch. Just turned on the Jets and got into the end zone. Kentucky now takes the 15-point lead after Pierre Levine kicks the PAT through the uprights. And so still 2 possessions here, Colton, but you've got to get a 2-point conversion if you want to try and tie this up. Maybe if you can get a score and then get a stop and a score, Florida will get the ball after the half, so it may be a 3-for-1 possibility here.
That may be a 3-for-1, but you got to get in the end zone, and a face mask was definitely not called on that play.
Well, we will see what Jack Schmidt can do if they can lead the Florida Gators down the field. Maybe try for that 3-for-1, 3-for-2 chance. Handoff to King on 1st down. Nice run, gets 6.
Yeah, definitely look for these more up the middle between the tackle and the guard type of runs, as those seem to look to be more efficient than these outside of the tackle runs.
I absolutely agree with that analysis. They're going to go back to it, and they use it to perfection. Colton looking like an offensive guru up there. There's 11 more for King.
Yeah, that was a great blocking, a nice little hole cutting through the gap, and the defense is not ready for that at all.
1st and 10 for Jack Schmidt from the pistol. They will keep it on the read option. Keeper tries to get upfield. Big hit from the safety, but he gets 5.
A big hit from the safety, but a 5-yard gain. The read option cutting to the outside at least, but you got 5 yards. This is looking like a good drive for the Gators.
It is, yeah. They were using that inside run on 2 back-to-back plays like you were talking about, Colton, and then they faked that for the read option, which got them some room on the outside. Sets up 2nd and 5, handoff, tries to get to the edge, and it's going to go nowhere. Kentucky was ready for it.
Yeah, Kentucky is ready for it, trying to bounce it out to the outside, but like we talked about earlier, that speed advantage from the secondary of Kentucky is just no match that Florida can try and capitalize off of it.
Demora gets his 2nd tackle for loss. 3rd and 8 for the Gators on top of the logo. Schmidt will throw. Finds his crosser and leads him too far. It's another stop for Kentucky.
Another stop for Kentucky, but it looked like a promising drive for Florida, kind of using that run game. No passes, I believe, on that drive, which you might have to utilize that and get that play action involved for the deep shots.
Yeah, I agree. They tried to throw on that last 3rd down, but he led him way too far, waited too long to get through his progression to find him. He was already near the sideline. Momentum would have carried him out, but instead 3.5 minutes here. Plenty of time, obviously, with the 3 timeouts. Can Cunnington lead Kentucky down the field once again? He will throw on 1st and 10. Finds his tight end, and the halfback, Cole Marks for 9.
And he got out of the backfield on a little bit of a hitch route, and it was a nice pass from Cunnington, who I saw is now tied for 1st in the league for passing touchdowns.
Twins to the top and a tight end, 1 receiver to the bottom. Gonna throw to the top of the screen. It is complete. Lemandon Lloyd can't keep the feed in. It's 7.
And Lemandon Lloyd, 5 catches, 50 yards, and a touchdown, as this Kentucky offense, after that fumble, has looked unstoppable.
Got to shout out my boy Cass in chat. Long time no see. Love to see you joining us here tonight. 1st and 10. Faking the handoff is Cunnington. He's going to throw it down the middle. It's open again. Generational talent, Ricky Rack.
Hey, Ricky Rack, and that was thrown on a tightrope on a little bit of an inside post. And it's a great catch, great read from Cunnington to throw it to his best receiver.
It's going pretty well. Thank you very much for asking, Cass. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the 25. They will hand it off to Marks, who gets to the edge. Oh, no, that's Everett Cruz, the walk-on. He gets 6.
Yeah, Everett Cruz walk-on. Nice 6-yard gain coming in relief for Marks, and makes a nice name for himself on his first rush of the game.
Well, it makes sense. Florida-Georgia line cruise. Well, it was a tough one. 2nd and 4, just a throwaway here.
I saw where you were trying to get there, but hey, it was a nice throwaway for Cunnington, and now 3rd and 4 inside the red zone.
Florida needs to find a way to get a stop. Going to throw to the screenplay, finds Marks, does the blocking develop? It does not, takes a big hit on the edge right there, and that is a crucial stop for the Florida defense.
Yeah, 3rd and screen, and there's not great blocking up to the 2nd level from the offensive line, and Cole Marks got stopped in his tracks, and now Kentucky will be forced to kick a field goal.
I believe that was a walk-on who delivered the hit to hold him short. It is 4th and 4. Pierre Levine, 3 for 3 on PATs. They're going to drag this clock all the way down. We will see if he can kick it through the uprights. It will be about a 35.5-yard field goal attempt from the right hash. The ball snapped. The hold is good. The kick is up. The kick is good. So a 24-6 lead here for Kentucky in Gainesville.
Yeah, nice kick. It was kind of a somewhat gimme shot. They had to kick it across from the right hash to his left side, and it was a nice way to get it through the uprights. And now Florida, they get the ball at half, got 3 timeouts, need to try and find a way to get in the end zone and down the field.
Yeah, this is more of a traditional 2-for-1 opportunity here, but you never know. Definitely not a chip shot on the previous field goal. In the last YouTube game, we had a kicker doink one from 30 yards, so anything is possible. Long pass on the out route. It is caught by Duke Hancock for 26.
At Duke Hancock with a nice 26-yard gain, and it was a huge throw on the corner route. What a throw and what a play.
1st and 10 for the Florida Gators. That is exactly what you have to do. You can keep your 3 timeouts because inside 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the 4th quarter, out of bounds will stop the clock. From the shotgun is the freshman Schmidt. He will throw. Middle of the field, caught on the crosser. Duke Hancock back-to-back receptions.
The back-to-back reception, and clock is stopped while they get set up and get the ball ready. Now clock is ticking. I like their kind of way as they're utilizing the clock.
Schmidt crosses the 100 yards passing with that completion. 1st and 10 screenplay. Finds King, but he goes nowhere and loses 3.
And loses 3 in the first timeout here called for Florida.
Believe that is Lendon Lark coming up to make the tackle. 2nd and 13. They will throw again. Man in his face. He's going to go down. Huge sack.
Perry Harrison with a huge sack, his 2nd of the season.
Excellent play, sets up 3rd and 21. They call the timeout, so this may be 4-down territory. Schmidt scanning the field off the back foot, finds his man Hancock for 10, but that is not in field goal range.
Yeah, not in field goal range, and will they go for it? They will not. They'll try to pin him deep.
Oh my goodness, this would have been about a 55-yarder. Would have loved to see Johnny Long try and live up to his namesake. But instead, as you mentioned, Colton, they will drain the clock and snap it with about 2 seconds left in the play clock.
And about 2 seconds left. And it's not going to give Kentucky much time. But even if they do anything with it, I think they're just content with taking it to half. Yeah,
I would imagine so when you're up by 18 points. The punt goes to the middle of the field, so unlikely to be coffin cornered, and they will just let that sail through the back.
Yeah, it just goes out of the back of the end zone. A touchback spotted at the 20. Now, I would be surprised if they just don't hand this off up the middle.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised. That is exactly what they do. Cole Marks with a wide open hole. He does a good job, and they call the timeout, Colt. It might be Hail Mary time.
It might be, and it looks like it is.
Hail Mary formation on the field. 6 seconds left. Does Cunnington have the arm to get it to the end zone? A blitz comes, and he's going to let it sail. goes. There are three receivers back there. It's caught by Lloyd, but not anywhere near the end zone. He falls down, and that is an 18-point lead for Kentucky at the half, 24-6. Colton, I mean, they made it interesting at the end there, but Kentucky in pretty firm control of this game so far.
Yeah, and pretty good control indeed. Kind of a rough start for Kentucky with that fumble on the very first drive, but ever since then, they've came out with vengeance, putting up points after points, deep shots after deep shots down the field, and Cunnington and this offense have looked unstoppable. Now for Florida, they have looked great on drives. Their rushing game, going up between the guard and the tackle up the middle has looked great. When rushing out to the outside, trying to get through to the edge, has not looked too great. We'll have to see if they'll utilize the pass game later on as this game goes.
Yeah, we will see that. Time of possession is definitely not right with only 18 minutes in the first half, but you could see Kentucky leading in passing yards significantly, nearly triple. Rush yards is in favor of Florida, but not how you want to go, especially considering you're running a very run-heavy offense. You want to see that up near 100 yards. But Florida will get the football to start this second half. Colton, what do they need to do to put this over the end zone for their first touchdown of the night?
Well, starting off, a good return would really set the momentum and start here as Arthur Wilson gets 22 yards. But Kentucky's defense has looked incredible. Only 156 yards allowed through that first half. And like I said during the halftime break, they got to utilize the play action and try and get that going.
Well, they will have two halfbacks in the backfield with Jack Schmidt. He will throw, finds one of the halfbacks out of the backfield. Huge hit there on the edge by Legend, but King gets 8.
And as I called it, play action on the first play, using that to set as the defense kind of backed up a little bit, and that's set for a nice throw on the outside.
I think the defense might have been expecting a deep throw, but like you said, Colton, another offensive guru moment from you. They do use the play action, and it works to perfection. It sets up 2nd and 2. The handoff hole is wide open. Running over a defender is Aaron King for 9.
And Aaron King, and that was a little bit to the outside, but that tackle and guard and on those wide receivers on that side set up a huge run for him.
17 carries, 2.4 yards per carry. That is not very good if you are Florida. Tries to get to the edge here. He's going to add to the total with a great first down run. The walk-on, Gilbert Owens for 15.
I give that man a scholarship. A nice cut-up field, and those are some big-level type of plays. As a Twitch update for you real quick, a nice little touchdown pass, 3-yard touchdown pass to Andre Leclerc as Texas goes up 27-10 with 7:42 left to go in the third quarter.
Big tackle for a loss here. That is Plano Green, his first tackle of the night, and Aaron King goes nowhere. I hate to say this, Colton, but do you consider getting the walk-on more touches?
You might. I mean, he's looked fantastic, having a higher yards per carry as we'll have to see as the game goes on.
Well, King is, I believe, back on the field. He will get the carry. No, the walk-on again here, fighting through tackles. Owens gets 4.
Yeah, Owens, what a run. 7.3 yards per carry on only 4 rushes.
That's pretty good. 1 of 9 on third down is not. So Schmidt from the 41. He will throw the screen pass. And the defender is in the area. Oh, my goodness. RKO tackle brings him down.
And a number 77 with a nice play. I believe that is a walk-on defensive lineman making an RKO type of play.
That is another walk-on for Kentucky, who comes up with the big tackle. Good punt here. That's going to be down at around the 5-yard line. You love to see that from Florida.
I definitely love to see that, a for-the-brand type of moment at the 7-yard line.
Well, TJ Cunnington goes empty formation with his feet at his own 1. Risky here. He's going to quick throw and finds his man on a hitch route. Bouncing off tacklers is Lamandon Lloyd.
Yeah, bounces off 2 tackles on the hitch route as ref in chat saying walk-on lives matter.
That is an interesting point. I'm not going to touch that one, though. 2nd and 4. For Cunnington, quick pass, wide receiver screen. The blocking develops well enough. Lloyd gets another 11.
Another 11-yard gain for Amanda Lloyd over the century mark here tonight.
Cunnington, 305 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns. 1st and 10. We'll hand it off to country music sensation Cole Marks. He falls forward for 7.
And fall forward for 7. Haven't been utilized much this game. Like to see him get more involved.
I agree. I would too, averaging about 40 yards per game. 2nd and 3 for the freshman. He will use play action. Have some time, happy feet, throws it, and that is incomplete.
Incomplete. Jaquise Jackson in the area.
3rd and 3 here for the Kentucky Wildcats. Florida looking to get off the football field if they can. And it will be a read option keeper for Cunnington. He's not the most prolific runner, runs over that linebacker, and he gets 8 and the 1st down.
Yeah, not the like you said, not the most prolific runner, as he only has 8 carries, 73 yards through his career so far.
Well, last week had 3 carries for 55 total yards, so the read option worked extremely well last week. Blitz comes, they go to the vacated area. It's a 1st down for Deshaun Booker, his 1st catch of the night.
And Deshaun Booker getting involved in this offense, like you said, his 1st catch of the night. And so far, TJ Cunnington, only 10 missed passes and over 300 yards.
30 passes, 8 rushes for Kentucky. Audible called by Cunnington. He will throw, and that is a nice deflection by Randall White over the middle.
And Randall White, the outside linebacker, number 55, making a huge play to make it 2nd and 10.
Caston Chat says tight end love. You know how I love the tight ends as well. 2nd and 10. Will throw. Has his man. That is dangerous. JJ almost gets a pick.
Yeah, JJ, what a play. And his defense for Florida has 5 combined interceptions.
Well, they maybe need one here on 3rd down. Man in his face barely gets rid of it. Cole Marks is going to get the 1st down. Unbelievable on the 3rd down screen.
Yeah, 3rd and screen, and like we talked about earlier this week, it's a 50-50 coin flip, and the 50 goes in way of Kentucky.
1st and 10. Marks slipped a tackle to get that 1st down. They will hand it off to Marks, who breaks a man miss, cannot shed the 2nd defender. He gets 2.
And he gets 2. And a Twitch update for you. An 8-yard touchdown pass to Dylan Powell for Texas, his 1st of his career. It extends the lead 34-10 with 5:38 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
That was the walk on, Everett Cruz on that last run. Looking down the field, wide open is Malachi Cobb for 13 more.
And 13 more. Malachi Cobb and himself now over the century mark with 2 touchdowns.
345 total passing yards for Cunnington. 2 attempts, 1 field goal, and a fumble from the red zone. They're going to try and go the far side of the field to Shad Sanders. He can only get 7.
And only get 7. And getting involved, I don't think we've called his name since the 1st half.
We have not. He has been very quiet so far, but been a reliable target. Double tight ends here under center. They will hand it off to Marks, who tries to make a cut. He is held short of the line to gain. I thought he had it easily.
I thought he had it easily as well. Look at the ball went past the line to gain, but now it's going to be 3rd and inches, which Kentucky so far 5 for 9 on the night.
Didn't want to follow his blockers, tried to get jiggy with it. He will throw. Cunnington throws to his man, open in the end zone. Touchdown, Lamandon Lloyd.
Well, Lamandon Lloyd, what a catch. Kind of bounces to the outside and a quick cut on the play action. As you look at there, bounced in the flat to the corner of the end zone, and then it cuts right up the middle for a Kentucky touchdown.
Bit of an angle route from the slot receiver. You rarely see that. Obviously, like you said, I think he bounced it off the sideline, but excellent job. Very difficult to cover, and that gives Kentucky a 25-point lead here with just over 1/3 of the action left here in Gainesville, Colton.
Yeah, 4 minutes left. As you said, a little over 1/3, and 31-6 ball game. And Florida, you might have to ditch the run at this point. It has not worked to the way you would hope it would go. And now you might have to use the pass game a lot more here throughout the rest of this game.
I agree. That graphic showed they have run the same number of plays, but 3 times the yardage for Kentucky because they have utilized the pass so well. Aaron King gets the catch, but fantastic tackle to bring him down in open field.
That brings him down in open field, but he's been a magnet. His 7th catch on the night, but that's also Teddy Legend's 7th tackle of the night.
Yeah, he is flying around from that cornerback position. 2nd and 10 for the Florida Gators. You cannot live behind schedule against this Kentucky defense. They will make you pay. Schmidt will throw. Floater, and that is intercepted, but he's out of bounds. Good job jumping that route.
A good job from number 13, Teddy Legend, trying to look for his 3rd interception on the season.
Just a ball hawk, a tackling hawk, an overall menace. 3rd and 10, screen pass incoming. They find Aaron King, but he goes nowhere. Perry Harrison gets the tackle for loss, and it will be another punt.
Yeah, another punt, and Jack Schmidt 15 for 20 and only 113 yards. Not the type of success that you're going to want out of your freshman quarterback to try and upset number 1 Kentucky.
No, it definitely is not. The Kentucky defense is flying all over the football field. They will force this punt and get the ball back with about 3 minutes left and 1/3 of the ball game left here. Oh my goodness, that looked like a horse collar tackle on Legend.
Yeah, it definitely looked like a horse collar tackle, but it was a decent return from him. Got over the 50 in Florida territory. Great field position to try and run the score up.
Well, Florida needs another turnover. They caused a fumble on the first series of the ball game. Since then, Cunnington has been surgical, dicing up this secondary of Florida. He leads the Wildcats up 25 across midfield already. Hands it off to Marks on the first down carry. He gets met at the line, but gains 3.
Yeah, as you said, TJ Cunnington has been surgical, really surgical through the first 3 weeks of the season. Only 1 interception and 2 total turnovers, I believe, through his career.
2nd and 7, another handoff here. Met in the backfield, kind of wrestled down for 1.
Yeah, wrestled down for 1. Great rush for Marks. 8 rushes, 33 yards, but 6 for 10 on 3rd down is a very crucial one to try and pick up the first.
Wins to the top and bottom for Cunnington from the shotgun. He will throw. Middle of the field on the crosser, breaks a tackle and gets the first down is Leman Lloyd.
Leman Lloyd, 10th reception on the night, over 130 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he is looked like no one on this defense can guard him.
No, he plays very physically from that slot position. Handoff to Marks, goes nowhere, brought down by Michael Moore.
And Michael Moore making a nice play, stopping that run in the backfield, his first TFL of the night. And we got about 2 minutes and counting left here in this 3rd quarter.
2nd and 11. One of the few times that Kentucky has been behind the chains in this ball game. Blitzer coming off the edge. They throw that way. The Ricky Rack catches the ball but loses 2.
Yeah, that was a nice catch from Ricky Rack, but oh man, the defense was ready for it. If Harper could have, he tried to make it looked like he had his hands on the ball for there.
I think he did. I agree, but just could not come down with it. That was very dangerous. 3rd and 13 here for the Wildcats. Screen pass incoming. They find Marks. It worked last time. It will work again. No, the walk-on. This time Everett Cruz is going to pick it up.
Yeah, walk-on's trying to take over both of these teams for Florida and Kentucky, as they've played almost better than the starters themselves.
They have. Fantastic performance there by Everett Cruz. Breaking tackles, turning on the Jets. Walk on love is right. Ant and Cass loving it. Rev loving it. You did say they mattered. You did say that. That is true. 1st and 10. Quick pass, just throws it away.
Yeah, nice pass, throwing it out of bounds, trying to continue the only 1 interception streak through the season.
Tight end and a receiver to the bottom, 2 receivers to the top. Quick pass to the top of the screen. Blocking doesn't develop. Big hit. Sanders gets 3.
Shad Sanders, his 2nd catch of this 3rd quarter, and it has been, like you said, surgical for TJ Cunnington and his offense.
Well, we will see if they utilize the middle of the field where they have had a ton of success. 3rd and 7. Pass goes to the end zone. He is incomplete. A fantastic coverage by Arthur Wilson. If Cunnington put some more air under that, that could have been a touchdown.
Yeah, a little bit more air. He had the step on him, just an underthrown from Cunnington. We don't see that very often from him.
No, we certainly do not. Wilson was able to jump up and deflect that ball out of the air, but Pierre Levine kicks that ball through the uprights, which gives Kentucky a 28-point lead here, 4-possession game. Florida has to find a way to score a lot in a hurry.
Yeah, you got to score a lot in a hurry as Arthur Wilson with a nice return. And a Twitch update for you, a 5-yard touchdown pass to walk-on halfback for Texas as they'll go up 41-10, a minute 6 remaining in the third quarter.
46 seconds remaining in the third here. Schmidt's going to find his check down receiver in the flat. Swarming tackle. Lewis gets 5.
At Lewis, nice catch, getting 5 yards and about 35 seconds as we're going to have to see a lot more deep throws from this Florida offense.
Yeah, this has to go down the field in a hurry if you are the Gators. Schmidt will pass again. Blitz comes. Check down once again. And he fights forward for the first down. Brandon Webb gets 10.
And Brandon Webb getting his second reception of the night. And now it kind of getting moving, utilizing the pass, maybe slip a run here and there, but you can't really rely on it being down this much.
No, you cannot. Have to utilize the passing game a lot more against a very aggressive secondary of Kentucky. 1st and 10. Schmidt sacked in the backfield, gets swung down.
Number 99, Plano Green, gets his first sack of the night, second of the season, and that is a huge play for the defensive line of Kentucky to make it 2nd and long and the last play of the third quarter.
Well, it is 34-6. The Kentucky Wildcats lead the home Florida Gators. You are watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports right here on YouTube. And welcome back to CFSL action. Tony Papel and Colton Powell bringing it to you from Gainesville, Florida. Audible called by Schmidt. He's looking down the field, has a man, and it is open, picks up the first down, Dylan Reed.
Yeah, that's the play we want to see on the corner route, and like we all love to say, when in doubt, you throw them corner routes. They are so hard to stop and so effective against so many different types of coverages against any team in the league.
1st and 10 here for the Florida Gators, nearing midfield from the right hash. Need to go down the field in a hurry with the clock running. Schmidt brings his tight end in motion from left to the right. He stays in the block. Throws to his halfback, who gets tackled immediately, gets 0.
He gets tackled immediately as Aaron King with his 9th reception out of the backfield. It'll be 2nd and 10.
That is normally not what you like to see. It means your receivers down the field are not getting the ball. 2nd and 10. Passing again. Man in his face just throws a long floater. It is caught. Neely gets 3.
Yeah, Kevon Neely getting involved in this offense for the first time tonight, but it is 3rd and long. And only 1 for 11 on 3rd down.
That is the freshman Neely's first reception of his career, so congratulations to him for that. 3rd and 8, man in his face. He goes down again. Plano Green back there with the sack. Heinrich Kane gets credit.
Yeah, Heinrich Kane gets credit, but it was a group effort and kind of just bulldozing that left tackle. And now it's kind of curious. Will Florida go for it or be content with just believing in their defense, which hasn't had much success tonight either?
Well, 4th and very long. I think you go for it. You've got nothing to lose at home. I might expect the boos kind of raining down with this decision, but instead they will punt it away to Kentucky, who will get the football back. Good return here from Legend, a decent return from Legend, and they will have a chance to make this a 5-possession ball game.
Yeah, 5-possession ball game, and it might be a little too late for Florida. They got to get some type of turnover.
Yeah, need maybe a pick six here or a very quick fumble. 1st and 10 for Cunnington. And he gets hit as he throws, and it falls incomplete.
It falls incomplete, and lucky that defensive player was not in the area to try and pick that one off.
Yeah, and lucky that arm was coming forward, not a fumble. 2nd and 10. He will fake the handoff here and throw it to on the crossing route. It is complete for a 1st down way down the field to Lloyd.
And Landon Lloyd being a monster, 11 receptions, 150 yards, as now Cunnington's over the 400-yard mark.
Wide open in the flat. It's very difficult to cover all of these fantastic weapons that Kentucky has. It will be a 1st down for the Wildcats from the 46. Cunnington, quick pass, dangerous. Oh my goodness, that Harper had a pick six in his hands.
Yeah, he had that pick six written all over. You got to bring that one in. You need those type of plays to get the momentum back in your side and get this home crowd riled up.
Oh my goodness, he jumped that route perfectly. Very lucky if you are Cunnington. He's going to throw here. He does throw the interception this time. Great job jumping the route by JT Morey. That's exactly what they needed.
That is exactly what they needed. JT Morey, the middle linebacker, getting the interception is definitely what they needed. And that's his first career interception for the 6-foot freshman out of West Bend, Iowa.
Fantastic job right there. Cunnington got away with the pick six. Instead, gives up the interception on the very next play. Can the defense stand tall again? We will see. Rev, you had it coming. 1st and 10. To the flat is King. He's fighting forward and gets 7.
And gets 7. And I'm sorry, Rev. Kind of gave you a little bit of a curse there, as a broadcaster curse is very real for those who say it's not. I disagree.
2nd and 3 for Jack Schmidt. Yet to get into the end zone tonight. Called an audible. Throws long pass across the field. Brandon Weber gets short of the line to gain.
They get short of the line of game. Brandon Webb getting a nice little catch. It'll be 3rd and inches.
We will see if they go back to the run here. The clock continues to click down. They will utilize the run, read option, cut upfield. He does get the 1st down. Just Jack Schmidt, who gets 10 and a 1st down.
At 10 rushes, only 2 yards, as Dante Samuel coming in with the tackle. But it was a nice run to get the 1st down.
High formation here for the Gators. They will hand it off, and it goes nowhere. Great job defensively coming up and getting the tackle for loss is Taj Washington.
And definitely coming up with a nice tackle in the backfield. As a Twitch update, a pick 6 for Cash Johnson for Texas, and now they'll be up 48-10 with around 6:48 left to go in that one.
Walk on getting the handoff here. Gilbert Owens gets 4, and it's 3rd and 6.
And 3rd and 6, a crucial 3rd down. They still can pick up the 1st and have downs to work with, but you got to think at this point, it's 4-down territory.
Absolutely must get this into the end zone. They'll throw. Throws it long, double coverage. It is incomplete. Dante Samuel gets his 2nd deflection of the night.
Yeah, nice little deflection. And like we just spoke about, they're going to go for it. They're already 1 for 1 as they went for it on their very first drive.
You've got nothing to lose. Might as well. They will throw. Long throw, and it is caught for the touchdown. Kevon Neely gets it into the end zone, and the 1st touchdown of the night for Florida.
And that's the way you want to start. We should have seen this way earlier on a deep route on the corner, right over the shoulder pass. And that is a beautiful pass to get the 1st touchdown of the game, like you said, for the Gators.
Bit of a floater touch pass from Schmidt. Kevon Neely, that he had his 1st career reception earlier in this ballgame. That is his 1st career touchdown, so congratulations to him for that. The spread in this game is 17.5. Florida makes it a little bit closer with 21 points. They're going to go the onside kick. It is recovered by Kentucky's Malachi Cobb.
And nice grab from the hand scene of Malachi Cobb. And we have seen a lot of him tonight. A lot of those deep throws have gone his way, as you saw there on that Hail Mary to end the 1st half. And it's really been all Kentucky this game. really nice passing, some really great defense, especially that interception from Florida. It's kind of a little bit too late, I believe, but now that we've gotten that passing game open, we might see a little bit of a closer game than people realize.
Yeah, we will absolutely see. They will throw again. Cunnington finds Marks out of the backfield, gets stood up, but still gets 5.
And still gets 5. Cole Marks, 6th reception of the night.
Maury in coverage, had the interception on the previous series, couldn't quite keep up with Marks that time. 2nd and 5 for the Wildcats. They will throw again. Blitz comes, it goes that way, finds his man Sanders for 16.
As Shad Sanders getting more involved in the second half than he was in the first on the deep out route, cutting underneath the safety, and what a block downfield.
Yeah, fantastic job blocking down the football field. Aaron King, he has a ton of receptions so far. Not the most, or not the best rushing performance here tonight. Kentucky's defense has been all over him. 1st and 10, floats it, and it sails through the back of the end zone.
Yeah, but it's a nice throw. You're not forcing anything. You already have 1 interception tonight. Let's not make it 2.
2nd and 10 for the Kentucky Wildcats. TJ Cunnington keeps it himself on the read option, and airs room. He breaks a tackle and gets into the end zone. His first career rushing touchdown.
His first career rushing touchdown. Congrats to the freshman Cunnington. And that was a kind of a slow run there, and a sexy QB run indeed.
Well, it was definitely something, lumbering down the football field, utilized some great blocks, kind of bulldozed a safety to get across the goal line. I know he was in chat saying he was upset with the interception. He bounces back with the rushing touchdown. He says, if I can't trust my arm, I will trust my legs. And slow motion and effective is exactly true. That extends the lead back to 28 points. Colton, Kentucky playing for pride at this point.
Yeah, Florida playing for pride at this point. They just trying to find some momentum, and as they were probably going to go in the next week and try and pull out a win. But they've looked good through this game.
Yeah, you're right. I did mean Florida. You were right, playing for pride, but Kentucky is 2 at this point. Vincenzo DeVito, first time we're calling his name tonight, gets the tackle for loss. But so I'm going to say that I meant what I said, Colton, even though we both know that I didn't.
And it's all good, but like I said, it's been a great game, regardless of how the score looks.
2nd and 12 for Florida. Schmidt floats it over the middle. It is incomplete. Took a big hit there, couldn't hang on.
Dante Samuel forcing a incomplete pass. And a Twitch update for you. A 3-yard touchdown run for West Virginia walk-on halfback. 3:54 remaining in the 4th as it is 48-17.
Well, lots of room here. Good block as well down the field. Aaron King on the screen picks up the first down.
And Aaron King, nice catch, 12 on the night on the screen pass. And we've talked about it a lot. As you see the pancake block there from number 60. Love that heads-up play.
Yeah, absolutely. Had another pancake way down the field as well. Sets up this first down. Both teams have 16 first downs, but you can see the point differential very much different. Yardage differential very different with all the explosive plays from Kentucky. Finding King out, or finding the walk-on Gilbert Owens out of the backfield. His first reception of the night sets up 2nd and 5.
And getting involved in the passing game is the walk-on Owens, who's had some really good rushes when most needed here tonight for Florida.
Under center is Schmidt. He will pass. Finds his man on the crossing route. Swung down. Ricky Lewis can only get 2.
And Ricky Lewis getting into this game, as he's before this game he was averaging 99 yards per game, which is 14th best in the league.
Well, very quiet game so far tonight. 3rd and 3 on out of the backfield. Makes the completion is Dylan Reed.
And Dylan Reed getting involved, his 2nd catch of the night, and pick up the first down as well.
1st and 10 from the 44-yard line for the Florida Gators. Schmidt scans the field, throws it deep, and just throws it away.
And throws it away, but if you look at the end of that play, they had a man wide open on a post route.
They did. I know Schmidt just went through his progression, maybe felt the pressure and just got rid of it. Sets up 2nd and 10, tight end in motion from left to the right. They will fake the handoff. The read option goes nowhere. Great defense there.
A great defense. Lyndon Lark coming up with his first TFL of the night, and it is 3rd and long here for Florida. As I don't know if they would go for it if they don't pick up the 3rd down here.
Yeah, they might not at this point in the ball game. 3rd and very long. Schmidt will throw. Blitzer in his face, throws it across the middle. It is complete, breaks a tackle, almost breaks another. Duke Hancock gets 40.
At Duke Hancock, have yourself a game. 4 receptions, 88 yards. And now all of a sudden, this passing attack has looked great. Basically all in the 4th quarter.
It has. You're right. I know Kentucky's entered a lot of prevent defense, but right there, Teddy Legend just got turned around. He turned his hips to the outside right as Hancock broke inside. So that is just a tough coverage mistake right there. 1st and goal, screen pass to the walk-on. It goes nowhere.
Yeah, well, Gilbert Owens not getting much in the passing department as he did in the rushing department, but a great play and great speed on the defense to break up a huge play. And number 35, King Demora, come out with another huge tackle.
Yeah, for the outside linebacker, has had a great ball game, flowing horizontally to make plays in the flats all night. 2nd and goal. They will throw. They find him out of the backfield, and he's still on his feet. Finally gets dragged down. He gets 0.
He gets 0, 13th reception of the night. I'm kind of curious what the reception record is for Florida. I believe we will get that figured out for you.
3rd and goal here for the Gators. They will throw. Looking short of the end zone, Jace Jones Jr. We have not called his name all night. His 1st reception.
His 1st reception of the evening. And then now 4th and goal. They're going to go for it.
They will love this for them. Screen pass incoming again. It is caught. The blocking is there. Gilbert Owens, the walk-on, gets into the end zone for the Florida touchdown.
That gets into the end zone indeed, and that is a good way to build momentum for next week. You got the into the end zone, getting some nice plays in the passing department. I hope we see a lot more of that as we go into next week.
Yes, absolutely. Nice drive from the Florida Gators. The PAT from Johnny Long is up and good. Back to a 21-point ball game. 1.5 minutes left. I'm expecting just a ton of pole marks here if Kentucky can recover the onside kick.
Yeah, so the receptions record for Florida is 18 by Freddie Chen in season 18, and 16 is 3rd place by William Tree in season 17.
Well, kind of hard to break the all-time reception leaders record. You would need to have an incredible ball game to top Freddie Chen. You're right. Ricky Rack did want to run after getting that. 1st and 10, 1:34 left for Kentucky. Handoff to Marks up the middle. He is met quickly. No timeout called, though. They will be content to just run this out.
They definitely will be content to running this out. Cole Marks, as you said, going to get the bulk of the carries to end this game.
Oh, absolutely. 2 more plays will do it here. 2nd and 7 from the shotgun. Handoff to Marks again up the middle. Met quickly, only gets 2.
Only gets 2. 3rd and 5 as Florida not calling timeouts. I think they're content with just going into next week.
Yeah, that is exactly what it seems like. This will be the last play of the football game. Cunnington in the shotgun. Marks off his left hip. They will hand it off to Marks. Once again, he gets the 1st down and more. He could get into the end zone. He will be brought down just short, but that should do it.
That just should do it. But, hey, got to pad the stats to end the football game.
You might as well at this point. The clock will temporarily stop for the 1st down, but once it is set, that will do it. Kentucky, the #1 team in the CFSL, gets the 41-20 victory. Colton, try and wrap this one up for us.
Shout out to both of these teams. Amazing game. Kentucky coming out on top. And Cunnington, what a game. Is going to have a bright future in this league. And for Florida, got that passing game in there late. If it was looking good, I expect a lot of big things from y'all and the rest of this team going down in the season.
I'd like to say thank you to our associate producer, Austin Crow, our executive producer, Mike Peters, and of course, my broadcast partner for tonight's action, the amazing Colton Powell. And on behalf of our entire broadcast crew, I am Tony Papel, and you've been watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports right here on YouTube. That is it for action here this week. Week 4 starts on Monday, May 27th, 5:30 p.m. Central Time for the Inside Blitz on Twitch. At 6:30 on Twitch is Michigan at Miami, and at 8:30 is USC at Illinois. Have a great weekend, everybody. We will see you all on Monday.